I'm Desiree Vitamontes-Lee, and I run the Families in Transition program, commonly known as F.I.T, and also Foster Care Resource Center for 56 campuses. At a given time, my program can have anywhere from 500 students to 1,500 students. When I first started was the year of Hurricane Harvey, and as you all know, that kind of turned Texas upside down, and we had a lot of families come into our area, and so we've had just a huge increase in homelessness in Texas in general in our area since then. Then you come into this year and you roll into March with COVID and the uncertainty. There's been about a third of the nonprofits that have shut down since then, which is how we met Backpack Friends. One of our mainstays during COVID and also just during the school year is to be able to provide weekend food packs to our students. And what this ensures is that all of our students that are receiving the support are able to get meals Monday through Sunday, and it covers all of the stuff in between, and the students really, really love it. I just can't tell you how it makes my heart so happy when I have families pull up for their weekly delivery or their bi-weekly delivery, and I'm able to hand the weekend food pack, you know, through contactless, and then to watch a student be in the back of the car and like rip open the food pack and just like start digging into like a meat stick or whatever they're into for that moment, just makes me really happy, and I'm really glad that we're able to provide that service. So in my program, a lot of people are like, how can I help you, Desiree? And I'm like, well, you know, I think one of the most important things is to get students involved in doing a lot of different things. And that can be whatever they're into. I know in doing a birthday bag, you can have a birthday party, setting up birthday parties for other students. So you can put together getting some mug cakes that work in any of the different living situations, having them buy a gift for that age, and then putting like plates and stuff together for what they think a little dream birthday would go for. You can be really good at sewing, which, you know, that's skills that I definitely do not have. And maybe making a mask during COVID might be something that you would like to dedicate your time to. Or maybe you can make one of the beautiful quilts that we get. I call this like my Austin quilts. And I haven't found a kid that wants it, but I know there's a home for this quilt. But it's like one of my favorites. And maybe you want to put together something like this, which are really, really easy to do, and kids actually really love to do it. So it's like a fun family thing. You just get 2 pieces of felt. You cut it to size. You can even have them do it for you at Michael's or anywhere else. And then the kids just find a way to knot it all around. And then you put that blanket together. That takes about like 10 to 15 minutes. You can do that with a church group or a group of kids. One of my personal favorite things to do with my children is to have them do all of it. So they're always helping, just like I did when I was younger. We just pick an age and we go to one of our favorite stores, and I say, what would you like? And they put together like some stuff from Target. My daughter's like, but I want it too. And I'm like, no, that's the way that it should be. You should want it too. Maybe you work at Nike or some other thing, and you realize that a lot of the companies are actually shredding all of the defective clothing instead of handing it out. And maybe you think that that's not something that you should do anymore, so that you convince your store that all the defects should go to my program, doing like homeless and foster care or any of the programs that are in your area. I can tell you, and the 2 behind the camera can attest to, giving some shoes to some kiddos, especially the cute little 3-year-old that we just saw walking out in some really awesome little red Nikes with a blanket, can provide so much joy. And then also going from slippers to some tennis shoes, it's got to be a great transition for that kiddo. Maybe you want to help my friends over at Backpack Friends and you want to put together some meal kits. You know, I have to say that there was a day that my son made me really happy. These are some of the standard stuff, and I'm sure they're going to show it off in this video, all the great stuff that they do, but this is all stuff that my kids would be more than happy to eat each and every day. My son went up to a man that was talking to him and he said, what can I get for you? And he's like, I really want some granola bars. I haven't had a granola bar in a while. So he ran over to CVS, used his $5 that he got for allowance, and bought as many granola bars as he could, went and gave it to him. He did offer him the $5, but he was like, actually, if you could get me some granola bars. And my son, I don't know if it's just like being behind mommy or what the deal is, he said, okay, but why don't you want to go get it? And he was like, yeah, they look at me kind of funny when I go in there. So I'm really glad that you were able to do that for me. So whatever it looks like, whatever you're into, however you feel like you can help, I always say whatever your day job is, you can always do something to help other people and serve your community. So if you have any ideas from the age of like 2 all the way to however old we are speaking to in this video of how to make this program bigger and better and serve our families, I totally would love that. So again, I'm Desiree Lee. I'm the coordinator for the Families in Transition Program and Foster Care and run this resource center. So thank you very much.